Hey, Dan, what I wanted to talk about a little bit today is, and this goes back in sales a really long time. When I first got into sales, the people around me tried to teach me this little lesson that the managers, the trainers, all the way up, there's that mentality of they do what they do because they can't do what we do.
Mm.
So the old, they teach, those who can't do teach. And we've all had experiences around that. Sometimes it's true, sometimes it's just nonsense, whatever the case may be. But we had a really interesting experience here at PT where we had a caller who everything fit, great attitude, very attentive, cared a lot about the role, really struggling to produce. And we had isolated where the struggle was. And all the training we did, it just didn't come through, it just didn't click. And what we decided to do was then have him teach that issue to a new caller. And when he was forced to put himself on the mode of being able to convey it to somebody else, he experienced an aha moment.
Mhm.
So I think sometimes we can really improve our abilities and our skill sets when we have to take something we struggle with and teach it to somebody else in sales. Does that resonate? Does that?
It's so true. Although I don't have any idea where the saying, those who can't do teach. I don't. I'm a
Yeah,
trainer,
yeah,
but I'm also doing. So I do everything
yeah,
that I train.
yeah.
But so I don't know where that came from. I'll give you a real quick example. I've spatchcocked turkeys before, and
I'm
and
sorry, what?
last I
You've
know
you've what?
spatchcocked a turkey, which is where you basically cut the backbone out and you flatten the turkey out and you do stuff so it cooks more evenly and a lot quicker and it's much
Okay.
more juicy at all. I did it last year for the first time. This year, I was like, all right, I think I kind of know how to do it. I watched one quick YouTube video. I got it, right? And then my child said to me, "Can you teach me how to do it?" Uh,
Mm, mm.
so now I've got to really learn how to do
Yeah.
this so I can then teach them. And wow, did that make a difference in how I created and did that turkey? I'll give you another example in the world of business. With salespeople, so many times we as owners say, "Hey, I want you to run the pain step. I want you to find pain." And the salesperson's like, "Well, how do I do that?" And the owner's like, "Well, here's how you do it." Blah 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 blah. And the salesperson's like, "All right, I'll take all these notes down," and they still can't do it. Versus if the owner said, "Hey, I would like you to teach me how you do a pain step."
Yep.
See, now the salesperson has to take time and effort to figure that out
Yeah.
and then present it and then role play it.
Yeah.
And boom, light bulbs go off. And it's just an amazing thing to do.
Yeah, it's a great tool for managers and leaders and owners to help their salespeople. And it also gets them more embedded in an understanding of what they're doing, what they're good at, what they're not, because it's not that casual conversation around their pipeline or all these other kinds of things we typically talk about. And the relationship evolves and the skills of the person evolve in a big way.
Yeah, it's so funny when I talk to a lot of your clients, they're like, "I haven't made cold calls in 20 years." So if they have a salesperson who needs to make cold calls, how do they teach them how to do that?
Yeah.
They're afraid to teach them because I haven't done it.
Yep.
So
Yep.
what you do is you flip the tables. Hey, you teach me how you're going to make a cold call, and I'll let you know if it's good or not.
Yeah, like we've all had those situations where we're going to a meeting, and if we're just an attendee in the meeting, everything's kind of calm, easy. We just need to sit back, listen, take it in. When you're the one on stage, there's a whole different dynamic that happens and plays out there, and yeah, you sweat a little, you do all kinds of things to prep differently, but it's just a different dynamic.
Different learning.
Yeah, exactly. All right, everybody, see you again tomorrow.
Have fun.